crossed my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Gemini, and welcome to your April 2019 reading with me. Sorry the videos are late, you guys. It's been quite an eventful month for me, but better late than never, right? We always hear what we need to hear right on time. So before we start the reading, for those of you who are coming back to my readings, you always know that I start the readings out with a little bit of astrological information about what the planets are doing. I think that's important. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on for Gemini in March as far as astrology, and then we'll get into the tarot cards, okay? So Gemini, April is all about Aries and Taurus energy. We do have the Aries and Taurus celebrating their birthdays in April. For as far as Aries goes, for you Gemini, Aries is 11 houses away from you, okay? So this is a very collective energy for you guys. It's about friendships and groups of people, communities that you live in and work for. It's a wish energy sometimes too. It has a little bit to do with social status. That's more the 10th house of what you guys already went through. So Aries to me is about friendships and groups of people, communities, collective energy. Whenever we go through collective energy, I like to say that we can pretty much times everything that we're experiencing by 11, and that collectivize the energy. So if you guys have any Aries friends around you, if you guys have any Aries people around you when it comes to groups of people, I think that's significant. This is about knowing who you are amongst the collective Gemini. Aries is all about who you are and your personality. It's the first house of self. So this is about your collective self, Gemini. That's what's going on for the first half of April, that Aries energy of your 11th house of friends and groups and collective. And then we're very close to Taurus season coming in on the 19th. So the second half of April is going to be Taurus energy, moving from your 11th house to your very important 12th house. 11th and 12th house energies here, Gemini, getting very close to Gemini season. Your birthday's right around the corner. But before we get into your solar return, we do have to deal with, or just kind of focus on the people around us, the 11th house, and then, of course, your subconscious. So the second half of April is very important when it comes to what's going on beneath the scenes, subconscious possessions, subconscious value. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to grab some water here because my voice is kind of... So the 12th house, I am a Pisces, so I do love the 12th house. It's very subconscious. It's an ending to a cycle right before we go into the first house. So you guys are getting ready for that birthday. Pay attention to your dreams at the end of April. Pay attention to the things that are happening beneath the surface, because this is going to be subconscious for you, okay? Now going back a little bit to that Aries energy, your ruling planet Mercury has just moved into Aries. It's out of retrograde, thank goodness. It's out of shadow period. April 16th, I believe, is when Mercury went into Aries. So you guys are going to be communicating with groups of people. For those of you who communicate with the collective, very important for Mercury moving into Aries. Communicating with friends, communicating to entire communities. A lot of communication there with friendships and stuff like that. Venus is also going to be moving into Aries soon. There's going to be a lot of energy moving into that collective space for you, which is your friendships and groups of people, timesing certain planet energies by 11. Very intense, but very collective, okay? A lot of stuff going on when you're in the 11th house. Uranus is in your 12th house for the next 7 years, Gemini. So this is going to make your dreams and certain things behind the scenes seem very unstable to you, so that you can be enlightened to the subconscious. So your subconscious is becoming enlightened by Uranus there. You guys might want to research Uranus in Taurus or Uranus in the 12th house to know more about that. As far as the moon, we do have a full moon in Libra for the second time coming up on April 19th. That is your 5th house of pleasure, romance, soulmates, creativity. So you guys want to look for my Libra full moon video to talk more about the messages coming up there. The fact that we have 2 Libra full moons this year is extremely significant. The full moon is in an air energy. So you're an air sign, Gemini. You guys are going to kind of resonate with that intellectual, detached energy. We have a new moon in Aries about a week ago. It was on April 6th. And I do have a video for that as well. That was a new moon in your 11th house. So setting new intentions with the collective, setting new intentions for friendships and community energies, groups of people. Other than that, Gemini, you do have Mars in your sign. You guys had Mars in your sign during Aries season, the majority of it. Mars is ruled by Aries, so, you know, this is bringing a lot of action and desire, a lot of energy to you guys. I do want to look into more of the Mars and Gemini energy and make a post about that. So for those of you who are interested in that, you know, just keep a lookout for all these new videos I'm going to be having coming out. But first, I have to get all through my 12 zodiac sign videos for April. So that's just a little bit about what's going on in April for you, Gemini. Basically, your friends and your subconscious. You guys could be doing a lot of dreaming about friendships. You could dream about the collective. So you're mixing 11th house energy with 12th house energy this month so that we can move into Gemini season next month, okay, after mid-May. So thanks, guys. Other than that, happy Easter for those of you guys who are celebrating Easter. I don't really celebrate the man-made holidays. For me, this is all about rebirth. This is the cusp of, the portal of rebirth is what I'm calling it. That's why we have the eggs, the rabbits. I have the card of Ostara here. The spring equinox is really what Easter is in Wicca culture. So I do have that energy here. Happy Easter for those of you who are celebrating that. So let's go ahead and get into the cards now that we've talked a little bit about what's going on, guys. I'm going to lower the camera so you can see. I do have a new deck this month that was given to me by an Aries. Shout out to Brooke for giving me this beautiful oracle deck. It is called the Whispers of Nature. You can look in the description box if you guys want to, you know the author and things like that. But here's the Nature's Whispers, not Whispers of Nature, oracle cards by Angela Hartfeild. So if you like these cards, I think they're very beautiful. She gave them to me just in time for my spring videos, so I wanted to incorporate those. We're going to start with these cards as far as some kind of message for April, you guys, and then we'll get into the tarot reading, okay? So Gemini, you guys actually had two cards come out. The first card is Celebrate Differences. I almost was going to reshuffle this until I saw the Celebrate Differences card. This is such a powerful energy to come out for any dual sign like you, Gemini. And the second card is New Experiences and Possibilities. You know, since you guys are technically two people, you have the twins, the dual energy. I felt like these two messages came out for a reason. So let's go ahead and look into celebrating differences. This just tells me that there is going to be certain differences that are better celebrated this month, and new experiences and possibilities with those differences as well. So let's go ahead and look up what the page Celebrate Differences is on. It is card number 3, and it's on page 20. So we're going to read here what this card talks about, celebrating differences. It says, you understand that everything in life comes with an opposite. Hello, Gemini. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite, don't you? A lot of dual signs do. Even within yourself, you have a polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, light, dark. It is our differences that make us unique. We all come from the same collective. Wow, this is so resonating with you, Gemini. And all of us have the light of the inner soul. The more we learn and grow in our thoughts and attitudes, the more understanding and compassionate the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. Take a moment to appreciate an individual for the qualities that they are sharing with you and find what learning can be gained from this situation. Very Gemini energy there, understanding that everything in life comes with an opposite, even within yourself, light and dark, good and bad, male, female. It is our differences that make us unique, Gemini. This is such a Gemini energy. I'm going to take a closer look at this card before getting into the next message. This is definitely your message, though. It came out first. And maybe this card was just kind of attached to it. I did shuffle pretty good, though. These cards are so detailed. They're so beautiful. Okay, so I want you to take a look and see if anything jumps out at you here. For me, I'm seeing that huge unicorn energy. There's a lily flower. There's fish up there. A dolphin. There's a seashell here with a little child in it. So some of you guys could be pregnant. I'm definitely seeing that dolphin, fish. There's these geese up top. You can see those geese up there. So any of these images could be jumping out to you for greater detail. There's some kind of Atlantic castle, a lot of water and earth, even air I'm seeing. And I do see this infinity symbol. I don't want to forget that. If you guys can see the infinity symbol there, I'm not sure if the camera will let you, but there's an infinity symbol here, the infinite differences. And then we have this beautiful card here, new experiences and possibilities. This is just a bonus message for you guys, Gemini. And it is card number 18, and that is on page 35. Let's go ahead and read about this card as well, because it could be bonus information. You guys are the only sign so far that is receiving 2 cards. New possibilities and experiences. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences, and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into a new territory. New moon energy coming up there in Libra with the planting seeds and stuff like that. So definitely some new experiences and possibilities. I'll give you guys a closer look at this card if you can see there. A lot of stuff going on. Definitely some horses. 2 horses in this card. Some of you guys may have horses as spiritual animals or spirit guides. You guys may work with horses. I do see 2 horses. This is a beautiful spring energy, summer energy, lots of flowers and growth, a lot of energy with earth. I do see a butterfly, so rebirth. Lots of growing energy, kind of an empress vibe. There seems to be like maybe even a Garden of Eden with the woman there. But lots of growth, okay? New experiences and possibilities just growing abundantly for April for you, Gemini. Some of you guys are definitely on a new path here with some kind of castle. There are 2 castles that could be found in both of these images. I do want to put Celebrate Differences up here first, because that is the card that came out first, and it just seems so accurate for you, Gemini, for this month. So there's something about April that is calling for celebrating the differences of new experiences and possibilities. Okay, getting your twins on the same page here, all right? So I did shuffle the cards before your reading to get an underlying energy for you, Gemini, and we do have the Hermit. This card showed up for you guys in my Aries new moon video. So you could be dealing with a specific Virgo. Some of you guys may have Virgo energy in your chart that is somehow significant for April. Or there could be a specific Virgo energy that's specific to you in April. If it's not a Virgo, this card talks about self-reflection and going inward, being wise, reflecting on your own inner light and wisdom, being on your own a bit more, isolated. You know, you guys are going through collective energy. Some people like to get out during 11th house energy. Other people, it's too much going on for them, especially with Mars in your sign, Gemini. So you guys might be a little bit more introverted this month. We have the Hermit here, okay? Some of you guys are a little bit hermited, staying in, and I don't blame you. There's just so much going on. Behind the Hermit, we do have the 3 of Cups. Some of you guys could be celebrating. I see someone here who's kind of drinking on their own. This is someone who's isolating themselves from their friends, because this is a bunch of friends going out and partying. And this is someone who's either drinking on their own, just want to be with this is someone who'd rather celebrate with a small group of people like 3 people, because they're just a little bit more introverted. So there might be specific friends, just a handful of friends that are important to you this month. I do see that. Because there is a lot going on, Gemini, okay? There's a lot of competition here amongst friends. This is that social, collective 11th house energy, but it's being shown with the Hermit. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are isolating yourself from certain friends. Hopefully they're not taking it personal. There's just a lot going on for you, Gemini. Mars and a lot of energy coming into your 12th house. You're getting prepared for a new cycle of your birthday, okay? So I just see that there's something important about either a Virgo or just being in your own solitude instead of going out, hanging around a few friends instead of a bunch of friends. But you guys are an air sign. Geminis are very social and charismatic. So you guys just might be isolating yourself with your friends. I'm not sure how that'll resonate for all of you, but that's what we have as the pre-underlying energy. Let's go ahead and get into it, Gemini. What's going on for you guys for April? What do we have for Gemini for April 2019? What do we have for Gemini? I do want to say here pretty quickly that I just did the Taurus reading not too long ago, earlier, like a couple hours ago or something, and you guys showed up for the Taurus. Okay, so if you're dealing with Taurus or if you have significant Taurus energy, I want you guys to watch the Taurus reading if you have time, because there was a strong Gemini influence in the Taurus reading, okay? Just wanted to briefly mention that there. So what's going on for Gemini for April 2019? Gemini, April 2019 energy. What are the messages for Gemini? Out pops the Star card. It kind of laid on its side here. I'm going to put it upright, but I do want you guys to know it did land on its side. Specific Aquarius energy. Wow. You know, the 11th house is traditionally ruled by Aquarius. So if you guys have any Aquarius friends or anything like that, just know that there might be certain Aquariuses flocking towards you during this time, because you're going through that collective energy. Now Uranus is also ruled by Aquarius, and that is in your 12th house. So definitely Aquarian influence for you guys, especially in April. This could be some kind of wish, some kind of inspiration or hope that you guys are needing to tap into in April. We have the Magician. So somebody here has Mercury in Aquarius. I do see something here about Mercury and Aquarius, communicating with specific Aquarian energy. Again, this is about communicating with the collective, though. How could I make this up, Gemini? Remember, Mercury is in Aries, which is your 3rd house of friends. So the fact that you're communicating with the collective, this is definitely manifesting with the collective. I don't want to talk too much. I want to get the rest of your cards. So let's see what else is going on for Gemini. What else is going on for Gemini? The Hermit is coming out again. So this Hermit has made its way into your actual reading. So the pre-shuffle was definitely there. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, Gemini. The 3 of Cups, just like it was at the beginning of your reading. So I definitely see some Virgo friendships. If you guys are doing any celebrating or drinking with a Virgo, very important here. Also, someone may have Mercury in Virgo. But I do see someone here again who's kind of, you know, they're mentally wise, someone here, and they're isolating themselves mentally from the collective for important reasons. So very interesting there. But there's also some kind of message here to celebrate. Someone's coming in, inviting you to come out. It might be a friend that you met over the internet. A lot of internet relationships. I did forget to mention that. But the 11th house is extremely related to the internet. What could be more collective than the internet? Aquarius rules the internet. So I do see someone here someone here has more friends on the internet than they do in real life. So you guys party with your friends on the internet. You're partying with the collective. Okay, celebrating with the collective. Let's see what else is coming out for you. What else do we have for Gemini for April 2019? What do we have for Gemini April 2019? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. There might be a financial opportunity coming in here that involves you might need to walk away from a financial opportunity, or you're coming back for it, because I did see the 8 of Cups. Now we have the 3 of Wands. Same thing that Taurus got. I kid you not. Taurus got the same card here, except it was in reverse. So you and Taurus are both getting the 3 of Wands in the same position. And what do we have here? The Lovers. Okay, this is your ruling card, Gemini. Something that you're waiting on at the end of April. It could be a long distance lover. This is 2 indications of a lover who's at a long distance. Whether it's physical, emotional, mental distance, there's just some kind of lover here. Now this is Gemini. So for you, it might not necessarily be a twin flame, soulmate, or a choice. It could be your energy that you're waiting on something. Behind you is the 9 of Pentacles. Some kind of single lover. Someone here is single, okay, a single twin flame or something like that. Gemini, you're single, some of you. There could have been some kind of ending, some kind of painful ending, and now someone's single, and you know, someone might have been separated from a twin flame, or maybe someone thinks they're single because their partner is quite far away. I do see some long distance communication. Someone here is waiting on some kind of communication. I love that you're here, Gemini, for the lovers. There's something Gemini is waiting on. It could be love. Someone could be waiting on you, Gemini. I do feel like there's someone at a long distance here. Someone who's just at a distance. Let's get the last card for you. Please give me one more card. And there it is. It's the Five of Wands. So some kind of that Mars energy, definitely bringing some conflict. You know, when Mars enters a sign, it can bring certain wars, especially when Chiron is in Aries as well. Bottom of your deck for the whole reading is the Eight of Pentacles. So you're definitely working hard on perfecting something this month, Gemini. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Someone here is an entrepreneur, makes money with their hands. Maybe someone here travels for work, works far away from home, something like that. So let's go ahead and get into some of these meanings and messages, because I feel that this is definitely collective energy. Whenever I read for someone who's going through 11th house energy, I can tell by the way the cards come out that there's just a lot going on, okay? First card out, remember, it was the Star card. We do have a significant Aquarian energy again. If it's not an Aquarius energy, then this is definitely talking about hope, renewal, inspiration, something that you're wishing for. Gemini, I do want to take a second here and reach over here, show you the underlying energy here. Make a wish. So we've got some wish fulfillment coming in here, and we also have, wow, I haven't seen this card yet, but it's potential gateway. There's a potential gateway here to make a wish. It may require a leap of faith, because that would be the next card. Leap of faith, potential gateway, and make a wish. This is a wish card. Someone here who still has hope and faith in a person, place, or thing, okay? You're coming into April very inspired or keeping the faith and hope about something. Specific Aquarius energy here coming into April. And then we have the Magician. The Magician here is talking about manifestation, right? This is one of the cards that represent you, Gemini. Mercury. Mercury is, you know, it was in Pisces. It was in Aquarius not too long ago. And then it retrograded, shadow period, and now it entered Aries. So as a Gemini, you want to keep an eye on where your planet Mercury is, because you're ruled by Mercury. Communication, thoughts, logic. The fact that Mercury was retrograde for the majority of April is coming up here. Okay, you want to keep an eye on what your ruling planet is doing. It is in Aries, so there is a new beginning here. Now this is somebody who's trying to manifest something. Okay, there's a little bit of all the elements here. Again, with the infinity symbol, someone here resonates with this infinity symbol here. I see it here and I see it here. Okay, so someone here is very mentally infinite, mental infinite. I can't even say that. Someone here is very mentally infinite. There we go. But with these two cards here, of course, this is communication with an Aquarius, maybe. Someone who has Mercury in Aquarius. Okay, that might be important. But again, I feel like this is about communicating with the collective, because Mercury is in your 11th house of collective friendships, groups of people. Some of you guys do a lot of communicating. Someone here may communicate to inspire people. Someone here might be communicating, manifesting some kind of wish. Okay, I love this Magician, because it's believing, keeping faith in the tools that you have. Okay, staying inspired about your manifesting abilities, knowing that you have earth, air, water, and fire on the table, all the tools that you need to create something. Staying hopeful about that, okay? But again, Mercury in Aquarius, Mercury in Virgo, we do have the Hermit. We have Aquarius and Virgo here. Someone here may have Aquarius, Virgo energy. So the Hermit, again, I love the Star card with the Hermit. Sometimes when I just catch a little bit of the edge of one of these cards in my tarot, I don't know if it's the Star. You can see the baby blue there. Okay, these cards are similar is what I'm trying to say. Another interesting thing about these cards when they come out together is there is a star in the lantern of the Hermit. So could it be that this star, someone here might be famous. You know, the star sometimes is someone who's a celebrity or famous, something like that. Could it be that this is what you're reflecting on at the end of the first half of April? That star is still with you. So someone here gets a lot of public attention for communicating with the collective. Okay, and that faith is being protected here. Someone here is trying to be wise about that energy. You know, they're trying to protect their inspiration, protecting their faith, because now it's in this lantern. Specific Virgo energy, again, isolating, solitude is important as well. You do want to balance, hanging out with all these friends and being so collective. The collective will, when you go through 11th house energy, it brings you out around, it puts you in groups of people, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people plus. You'll find yourself in the middle of these groups of communities and stuff like that. When Mercury's there, you're going to be communicating, right? Basically sharing and spreading and manifesting hope and inspiration to groups of people. Someone here is quite the star. But there's also this energy here of the other part of you. Remember, celebrating differences. Don't be surprised if part of you wants to go out. It's spring, you know, everyone's experiencing this renewal in April and a lot of stuff to communicate here. But then there's this other part of you, Gemini, that might just want to hang low, you know, isolate yourself. Make sure you're balancing those differences of going out and being around a bunch of people and not draining yourself to the point where you're losing solitude and time in your own isolation with your own spirit, okay? Because I do see someone here who is mentally reflecting on something with the Hermit. There's 2 indications here of Virgo, all right? Virgo is your sister sign as far as you guys both being ruled by Mercury, and Gemini and Virgo being ruled by Mercury. Someone here is reflecting, though, on communication. Someone here is reflecting on what they've manifested, reflecting on some kind of magic. The Magician here, there's a magical star here. I'm seeing the Magician, the star. So someone here is very magical and very bright, very popular, okay? But also, this Hermit is about reflecting, okay? Reflecting on your thoughts, your mind, communication, manifestation. Someone's reflecting on what they've manifested. Okay, so very interesting dynamic going on there, Gemini. Heading to the second half of April, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is some kind of opportunity coming in towards the end of April. It's something you need. It's a new beginning. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It might be a lump sum of money, or it depends on what you need as a Gemini. But the Ace of Pentacles is always a gift from universe. It's the hand of God delivering you something of tangible value. This could be very well when Taurus season. Taurus season may be an extended hand to you, Gemini, of extra finances, a new job, something you need that's real and tangible, a house, a car. It could even be a relationship. But what I'm seeing here, it could be from an Aquarius. You know, you guys, if you guys have an opportunity with an Aquarius this month, they could be extending some kind of value to you. It looks like a new beginning that inspires you. This is a lump sum of money, a new job, a new way of making finances, something you need coming in at the end of April that you've waited on, that is going to inspire you. For some of you, this is something you've been wishing for, a new job, something real, tangible, and materialistic, without sounding condescending. It's just, I know what the Ace of Pentacles is. Theoretically, it's something very real, touchable, and tangible that is linked to a wish, inspiration. It's a renewed, some kind of renewal. It could be a lump sum of money. I do keep saying that. So it could be an inspired lump sum of money that you've been waiting on. Something is coming for you, Gemini, that you've wished for, that you've been waiting for. Because we have the Three of Wands, just like Taurus got. Some kind of decision was made. The Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in. Okay, so this could have been something that you've been waiting on. Now, this might be an opportunity from far. You guys might receive an opportunity, but it may come with travel, okay? Because this is the Ace of Pentacles that's bringing in a ship that's kind of overseas. You guys might need to travel a little bit for this new opportunity at the end of April, a new job, something here. It'll make you money. It'll make you more secure. It's something you need coming in that will either, there's something that you need that comes in at the end of April that may result in travel or waiting or a ship coming in, or you may need to travel to manifest this, because I do see a magical journey here. There's the Magician here in the Three of Wands, waiting on a very magical endeavor to take off. You've already decided this months prior. The Two of Wands comes before this. You've already been at a crossroads, Gemini, and now you've made a decision, and this is cause and effect. This is also communication. This is Mercury traveling. So I'm feeling the ninth house here for some of you, and you know, Aquarius is your ninth house. So some of you guys could be, again, communicating with people who are very far away, communicating with the collective. Some of your friends, again, may be on the internet. They may be far away. Someone here is communicating. Someone here is either manifesting something that's very far away, but they know that they can manifest it. Okay, this is waiting for something as well. There's something that you manifest. I mean, you have manifestation and the star right by each other. So this is quite magical. Could have been a wish to manifest something, setting your intention kind of thing, keeping and staying inspired about your magic, Gemini, and maybe even isolating yourself a little bit to protect that. But yeah, there's something coming in here that is linked to a wish, Aquarian energy, and it's about waiting for this magic to happen, all right? I'm hearing, do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Because the star is like inspiration, hope, faith, belief, right? So keep your faith in April about whatever is magically happening beneath the scenes, even if it seems as if this is only you, because there's something that you need coming in here. It's something. I see communication from afar, waiting for a ship to come in mentally. Mercury may bring this in, like a message from God kind of thing. Okay? Now, we do have the Five of Wands ending this reading. So you end April, there's a lot of competition here, Gemini. Three of Wands moving into the Five of Wands. You completely skipped the Four of Wands. So there's something here about skipping a commitment, moving from the 3 but right to the 5. So there's an invisible Four of Wands that exists here theoretically. And it might be a relationship, it might be a marriage, a commitment, a home environment. Maybe you skip the celebratory energy and you move right from waiting to conflict. Like there is some conflict here at the end of April so I'm feeling a subtle patient energy. I'm being led to tell you to be patient, continue working very hard on what it is you know is coming, what it is that you know you manifested. You guys can feel it, you can see it, but it might not be here tangibly. You might have to do some traveling or just some waiting. Okay, but there is some conflict here with someone who's waiting for a ship to come in. Okay, or this is just competition. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I think this is Mars and Gemini energy. There's at least 5 people in this card here who they're expressing themselves. There's a lot of expression, that collective energy again, moving into your 12th house. This might be Uranus in your 12th house energy. Something needs to change here about how someone expresses themselves. 5s are all about change, and this is about expression, the wands. Some of you guys may be experiencing competition or conflict with a Virgo. Or this is about someone who's trying to be wise in battles and fights. We have the very wise hermit here who's reflecting on conflict. They're not a part of this conflict, though. So for some of you, you're trying to be wise. You're kind of taking a third-party seat or an outside perspective while you watch wisely as all these other whippersnappers continue to fight. And that's why Gemini, at the beginning of the month, you guys might have done some internal communication with yourself. I do see the Hermit and the Magician as someone who's internally communicating, and because you reflected on your own inner mental state, this is exterior to you. I feel like you are, this might be why you didn't really want to go out into the collective, because you knew that there would be conflict waiting for you. This is conflict that's happening overseas. Now, waiting for these ships may cause conflict as well, but yeah, there's definitely some competition here. And that's Mars energy. Whatever this new opportunity is that you're waiting for at the end of April, it may cause exterior, outside influence conflict, okay? But it looks as if you're being wise about that, going inward, reflecting on your internal Mercury energy, staying faithful about this. I kind of feel a jealousy vibe here at the end of April. Someone may be getting something and waited for it patiently, manifested it, and it may cause conflict. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, underlying energy of working really hard on something, manifesting something. This is like an apprentice or like someone who's trying to perfect something. We have the Empress, Aries, Taurus, Libra woman, or Venus energy for sure, moving into Aries maybe. Venus and Pisces squaring you a little bit. This is the mother. Some of your guys' mothers are showing up here, or you may be a mother. Someone may be pregnant. or giving birth to something, okay? Very beautiful energy here of Venus. Someone here might be working while they're pregnant. And then we have the Tower. Okay, there is an underlying energy here of something that may fall apart that's built on a false foundation. It might be in relation to a mother or a pregnancy, something that you're giving birth to, something shocking. Someone does find out that they're pregnant here, and it's quite shocking. Okay, with these cards here, this is a mother who's shocked, a pregnancy shock. Okay, like wow, if there's anything that could, you know, bring the Tower, it's a pregnancy. Okay, and because now that's just for some of you. Some of you guys find out that you can't work anymore this hard because you're pregnant, or there's someone that you got pregnant if you're a man watching. And we have the Two of Swords. Okay, someone here has a decision to make. They're at a crossroads, but again, you know, celebrating these differences, Gemini, these differences in the paths, right? We have that Three of Cups again. The Three of Cups showed up a lot for you, Gemini. So friends, you know, collective energy, specific female energies. We do have specific female energies here. This unexpected shock, it's an unexpected ending, okay? This is a shock, something you don't see coming. This is Mars energy, though. I'm pretty sure this is Mars in the tarot. So Mars in your sign has definitely brought some conflict. It may even bring war amongst your two twins. That's why we have celebrate differences. I have yet to talk about Mars and Gemini, but I've been channeling a little bit here and there about it. So yeah, I'll be sure to maybe make a link or something like that whenever I get to that energy. I'll make it known, or you guys can just follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting about Mars and Gemini soon. You guys are trying to be wise though, and isolate yourself from conflict. Maybe you guys are trying not to say certain things, because Mars and Gemini, you know, that's all about communication, aggressive, communicate, going to war with words. But this is Mars right here for you. And because of this Mars energy, this random lightning strike, it does put somebody at a crossroads here after some kind of ending. I do see a shock. Someone's mother might shock somebody, or pregnancy, or maybe this is unexpected love for some of you guys, because this is Venus shocking you this month in April. Okay, unexpected attraction. Someone may be attracted to you unexpectedly. It's just love that you don't see coming, Gemini, or birth, babies, mother energy that you don't see coming. But the underlying energy here is the Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone here is working on their attraction, working on putting in effort, trying to perfect some sort of element of beauty about them. To me, this is like Venus energy. Someone here, Venus squaring you in Pisces for a little while there. It did bring up some of that kind of stuff. You know, someone here is still trying to work on something with a mother figure or something like that. But you're trying to perfect something, Gemini. You guys, some of you women out there could be trying to perfect, you know, makeup, any of that Venusian energy, selling things. So really interesting, Gemini. Let's see here. If there's anything else popping up here. You guys want to stay very mentally inspired this month, and that might be better accessed through solitude and time alone. You guys do seem more like your manifestation abilities seem to be connected to isolation and waiting patiently. That's when this Ace of Pentacles is going to come in. But yeah, there's definitely something here about communicating inspiration to people and to yourself, staying inspired mentally. Because there is an element of conflict at the end of April. Some of you guys are going to really know this conflict, this competition, something that needs to change at the end of April with a fire sign. We do have fire, earth. We don't have any air here or water. I mean, technically Aquarius is air, but we don't have any swords, okay? So Gemini is really holding back, trying not to say something. Maybe there's something you're not really clear about, because we don't have any swords. So I'm not sure where your mental space is. Financially, you're working on something to bring in a new beginning, okay? Passionately, expression-wise, we have the Five of Wands and the Three of Wands. So you got some fire here. I don't know if some of you guys are just waiting on conflict. Something may come in at the end of April, and you're like, I know this is going to bring in some competition. Maybe at the workplace. Someone here is waiting, and they just know that there's conflict. There's a ship that's going to bring in conflict. I'm not sure. And you don't have any water energy, so I don't think you guys are very clear about what you feel, because you're missing swords and air. So swords and air is emotional clarity, you know, communicating about how you feel. I don't think there's much of that going on. But you guys are working really hard on something in April, and I think it's to bring in this thing that you've been needing and wishing for and waiting for. So, I do have something kind of cool planned. I don't know if any of you guys were eyeballing this little golden egg. Inside this egg, I have 3 dice, one with zodiac signs, one with houses, and one with planets. And I'm going to crack this open on your reading and see if there's any extra information. So, let's shake these up. Gemini, April. Alright, so as far as, we'll start here. We have this dice here that landed right on this Hermit. So again, we have the 3rd house, which is very interesting, Gemini. You are the 3rd house. And you see that little 11? That 11 and 12 right there? That's that Aries energy and Taurus energy. Your 11th house in Aries, your 12th house in Taurus, and then you. The 3rd house is Gemini. It does talk about communication, short distance travel. So again, I feel that this Hermit is all about you isolating yourself so that you don't have to say things in April. Maybe you're communicating with a Virgo too. You know, this landed right here. This is the 3rd house. So you want to look at where your 3rd house is, Gemini, in your chart. It may be contributing to the isolated. Now, this is solitude, communicating with oneself, communicating wisely, communicating with a Virgo. And then we have this dice here that landed. It's pretty much touching the Star card, the Magician card, the 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. And it's the Aquarius. Aquarius is really important energy for you guys this month, especially because it landed right here on the Aquarius card. So look to your chart. Someone may have an Aquarius 3rd house. Someone here it might be important Aquarius, Pluto. We do see Cancer, Scorpio, and Libra as well. But as far as the zodiac sign that's most influential for you guys, it's the Aquarian energy, especially because you already have that Star card showing up. An Aquarius may be very linked to what you're waiting for, what you're manifesting, and I just think that's because you're going through 11th house energy, which is that Aquarian energy. Now, the planet that's coming up for you guys is Pluto. Transformation, deep subconscious forces, and that landed right over here. Maybe this is on this Ace of Pentacles, okay, if you guys saw that. So someone may have Aquarius, Pluto in the 3rd house. You want to look to Plutonian energy in your chart because this is a rebirth. Now, Pluto is in Capricorn right now, so that might be interesting for you guys, but Pluto is the most influential planet. This new beginning is going to purge certain things. This Ace of Pentacles is going to transform things. This is the ruler of the underworld, death, okay? So there is something here that's going to cause some kind of rebirth, death, transformation, and it's linked to that Ace of Pentacles, okay? So we have Pluto, Aquarius, in the 3rd house. Something here is going to be helpful for you guys, okay? So that is all I have for you, Gemini. Thank you guys so much for listening and being patient for these readings. I do apologize that it's late. If this resonated with you and you would like me to take a personal look at your energy, we can do a personal reading. Just look in the description box for any additional information. Everything's there that you'll need to know. And other than that, guys, I hope April was good. Have a great rest of April. Enjoy those deep 12th house energies that are coming in for you, and get ready for your solar returns next month. So I am going to have a second Libra full moon video coming out in a few days, so I hope to see you guys there. And if I don't see you there, I will talk to you guys again in May. Bye.